So after I recorded and videotaped in my solitude the song Change We Must and experienced this beautiful presence, I felt that I needed to get to the bottom and the core and the heart of what inspired Jon Anderson to write the song. So I ordered the book by Nana Veary, Change We Must, online and got it last Monday, July 19th, 2010, read it in one sitting. And again, the message of the book had totally captivated me.
Change We Must is the title of the book by Nana Veary, who lived in Hawaii. She was a kahuna, you would call an Hawaiian princess. I was fortunate enough to go with her and some other friends into Kauai, into the mountains, on a 5-day retreat. This is sort of 5-day silence where you wander off by yourself and sort of sit around meditating and looking at nature and listening to nature. And you start to hear the rhythm and the sound and the orchestration of nature. It's quite incredible. You really have to change consciously into the 21st century in order to survive. We really have to do that. So the idea of the book was Change We Must. And I wrote the song with Vangelis about 4 years ago. Coming to the earth, singing to the stars, coming to the sky, to the earth. Change we must, to live again. The idea of living in a world beyond war is important. Living in a world beyond greed and starvation. Living in a world of peace and love and understanding can happen overnight.
Hello there. I got my Change We Must copy in the mail yesterday. The book written by Nana Veary from Hawaii, her spiritual journey. This is the book that inspired Jon Anderson to write the song Change We Must back in the early 90s. I did find something that's very, very interesting about aloha. Which, you know, everybody just seems to say aloha, you know, whether it's hello there. It means a lot more than that. According to Nana Veary, who was born and raised in Hawaii, aloha spirit is kind of a hospitality spirit, or it means to show reverence or to honor another person as if the God within them would be honored. If you were to feed a stranger or clothe the poor or treat them, bring them in like they're your family, that is an aloha spirit. Alo, A-L-O, actually means the bosom or the center of the universe, and ha, H-A, means the breath of God. So it's a very, very deep meaning. The over on page 112, this is a beautiful book, by the way. Very, very, very inspiring. What a wonderful lady she was. Aloha, actually, the letters stand for certain meanings as well. Aloha spirit is the coordination of mind and heart. It's within the individual. It brings you down to yourself. You must think and emote good feelings to others. A stands for akahai, meaning kindness to be expressed with tenderness. L stands for lokahi, meaning, or lokahai, meaning unity to be expressed with harmony. O stands for alu, olu, meaning agreeable to be expressed with pleasantness. H stands for ha-aha-ah, meaning humility to be expressed with modesty. And A stands for ahanui, meaning patience to be expressed with perseverance. On page 77, this is so beautiful. I know my God, the God that I talk to. My God is love, because I feel and believe very strongly and very deeply it is a force, a power. God is light. God is life. God is the spiritual energy in which we are immersed constantly. When we are inspired, we are absolutely free and open to the flow of universal energy. No matter what, we live, move, and have our being in Him. God is everything, and so are you. I want everyone to become aware of this. There is a part of yourself that you can speak to, that you can actually tell your secrets to. It will understand you and love you for it. You know, she tells this story about when she was a little girl and she went out into her mother's rose garden. And she took a rose and she just started picking the petals. She completely demolished the rose and took it down to the bud, took all the petals off. And I think she was about 3 or 4 years old. And she went inside and her mother began to pull at her ears and her hair. She said, "Do you realize this is what the flower feels? The flower is living, just like you. Don't ever do that." Oh, what a great story. But, you know, it all comes down to having respect and reverence for everything that has life in it. And that will change the world.